Hey guys, I'm going to illustrate and show you exactly how you want to mail your packages. This is really important because you do not want your money to get lost in the mail. If it doesn't reach us, then we can't actually activate your account. So this is very important that you follow these steps. So I wanted to illustrate it in a video form. So here I've laid out everything that you're going to need. You can use some variations of these, but this is exactly how I did it and it worked perfectly. And this is how I'm going to recommend that you do it. So first of all, you're going to want to print off 3 of the order forms. This is important because you're going to be sending money to 3 places. So 3 of the order forms, and you're going to fill out these order forms with your information and the level that you're joining with. Now for this video, I'm going to use level 4 because that's where the most amount of bonuses are, and that's the level that I would recommend you start at if you can afford it. If not, level 5. A lot of the money is at level 3, 4, and 5, so level 4 is a great place to go. If you can go level 5, go level 5. But I'm just using level 4 as an illustration here. So you're going to need to get $2,500 total in cash, which I have illustrated right here, and then you're going to want to divide it up into 3 amounts. So for this scenario, level 4, you're going to want to have 3 piles of money. One is going to be $400, one is going to be $1,000, and one stack is going to be $1,100 for a total of $2,500. Now on these order forms, what you want to do is you want to fill these out accordingly. So you're going to check off that you're joining at level 4. You're going to choose if you want to do any of the optional mailings that the company finances for you. So you're going to pick that, either 200, 400, or 1,000 letters, and then you're going to want to fill out your information here. Make sure that it's legible. This is the information that the company is going to take and then input on your behalf. So you want to make sure that this portion here is completely legible. So you're going to put your name, address, city and state, zip, phone number, email, very important. You definitely want to get your email correct here, and then the date that you're putting this all together. So you're going to do that for all 3 of these packages. Next step, you can use either these small manila envelopes here, or you can use a letter envelope like this right here. Either one will do. For this scenario, I'm going to go ahead and use these envelopes. And what you want to do is on the outside, you're going to want to put who this is going to. This is going to help you keep track of this whole process. So you're going to take one of your order forms and one of the envelopes, and you're going to want to take, so we're going to take the first $400, and this is going to go to the Pass Up sponsor. So this would be box number 3. Whatever order form you have, mine is specific to the people that I refer. If you have a different sponsor that you're coming into, someone in our team, you're going to take box number 3 and you're going to send them the smallest amount because this is the Pass Up override commission. So you want to take that, and what I like to do is just take the order form, fold the money into the order form just like this, and then you're going to want to stick the money into that envelope, and then you're going to want to seal it just like that. Now on the front of this, you're going to want to write who that is to. So from box number 3, you can reference it on your phone or print out, another copy of it. But in this case, it would be going to my my sponsor, Alex. And so I'm just going to write Alex on this because I really want to keep track of who this is going to. And so I'm going to do this for the next 2 piles here. So I'm going to take the next pile of money. I'll have filled out my information on this form. This is going to be going directly to your sponsor. So if you were sending it to me, it would have my name on it if I'm your direct sponsor. You want to stick this into another envelope. Just like so. Seal it up, and then put my name on the front if you were sending it to me. So there's Michael. So I've got Alex, I've got Michael. And then the last one, the largest amount, is going to be going directly to the company. So in this case, it's $1,100 you're going to be sending. And this one is going to go to 30 Day Success. So we'll fold this one up with the cash inside, put it into the envelope, just like so. so. And I'm just going to put on the front 30-day success. So now I've got all 3 of my payments in their respective envelopes. And now what we want to do is we want to put each of these into a magazine. But I want to do these in order because you don't want to get these messed up at all. So what I like to do is take the first magazine, Money Magazine. That's really fitting, isn't it? I'm going to put Alex's in here. And then I'm going to take this larger manila envelope that will fit a magazine into it, stick it in there. We're going to seal this shut, just like so. And then I like to take a Sharpie, and on the front of this, I'm also going to put Alex, so that I know. And then on the manila envelope itself, I like to put my name, or in this case, it'll be your name that you're going to be putting. So you can validate that this envelope, when they receive it, has your information on it. So in this case, it would be your name, but I'm going to put my name, of course, because I'm illustrating this. But you would put your name and then your email address. And then I also like to put my phone number on there. This way there's no confusion that this is coming from me for Alex. Now, I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick it into the FedEx envelope, just like so. We're going to seal this up. Just like that. And then what I like to do on the front of the FedEx envelope, just so again, I need to make sure I remember which place the $400 goes to. So I'm going to put Alex's name on the front of this. And again, you'd write out their full name and address and everything corresponding to box number 3 where this money goes to, and you would write that out on the front of that FedEx envelope. The other reason that's really important to write out the address on the front of this FedEx is so that when you go into the FedEx office to mail these out overnight express, you can just hand it to them. They'll type the information in, they'll validate the addresses and send it all. You don't have to be looking it up on your phone or having, sheets of paper. I don't recommend that you take in there, the instructions into the FedEx office, because you don't want anybody there at the FedEx office to know that you are mailing out cash. You don't want to trust anybody at that stage that they know that there's any kind of cash. And you can feel your FedEx envelope here. You'll be able to tell, like, hey, I can't tell that there's any cash in this whatsoever. So that's the first one. Then we're going to do this with the next one here. So this would be going to your direct sponsor. In this case, it would be Michael. If I am your sponsor, I'm going to stick that in another magazine, stick it into the manila envelope, like so. Just like that. And then you're going to want to do the same thing again, write the person it's going to, and then you're also going to write out your name and information on there as well, just like we did in the last one. And then finally, we stick this manila envelope into the FedEx Express envelope, which you got these, by the way, you just pick these up at your local FedEx office. They're free. You can just go in there and pick it up. Do not do this at the FedEx store. Just pick them up, take them home, and then do this task at your house or out in your car. You can do it out in your car too. And then again, after you seal this up, make sure you remember who this one is going to. You're going to put their address. This will be from box number 2. You're going to put their address on the outside of this FedEx envelope. And then finally, you're going to move on to your 30-day success. This is going into the company itself. Do the exact same thing again. You're just repeating the same process for all 3 boxes. You then put this into the manila envelope. And at first, when I saw this process, I thought, oh, that's going to be such a hassle. But you know what? It's actually kind of fun to do it this way. And it's cool because then we're paying people for referring us in and purchasing the products directly. And we don't have to worry about setting up merchant accounts or any of that very complicated stuff. And so just set that up. Again, Sharpie on the front side of this. You're going to write who it's to and your name. This is going to be to 30-day success. And then I like to write out my information just for the sake of time, I'm not doing this because I'm really just doing this all to illustrate it for you guys. I, of course, have already mailed in my payments and have got this cranked up and going and receiving cash on the daily. So I'm excited for you guys to get to that point as well. You're going to seal up this last one here. And then one final time, you're going to go to the front with a Sharpie on the front. You're going to send it to the 30-day success. And this will be to the address listed in box number 1. So I know I worked backwards, but I was just working from the smallest amount to the largest amount. So $400 went to my direct sponsor. In this case, it would be whoever your sponsor's sponsor, that's who you're going to be sending that to. That's box number 3. Then you're going to send the $1,000 in the case of level 4 to your direct sponsor. If I'm your direct sponsor, you'll be mailing that to my address listed in box number 2. And then box number 1 will be the 30-day success address, and that will be your final one that you're going to be sending to them. So when you're done, you should have 3 FedEx envelopes that look just like this. And they're going to have the corresponding addresses written out. Of course, I didn't write them all out here, but yours will have them all written out. And then now you're going to go down to your local FedEx office, Kinko's FedEx, whatever it's called. You go to your FedEx office, you go in there, and you tell them that you want these to be mailed out overnight express. And if they give you a choice of what time to have them delivered, choose the earliest time. The sooner these reach the recipients, the sooner you're going to be able to get your account set up, and the sooner you'll be able to start generating the cash directly to your doorstep. So hopefully that helps you guys illustrate this simple process. You only do this once. The beauty of this is you're going to own the products for life. You're going to be able to resell them for life. So you do this one time and you're done. The rest is on all the people that you're going to refer to these products inside of 30-day success formula, and you'll be able to start receiving packages just like this in the mail to your house ongoing. So looking forward to helping you get started. Be sure to follow these instructions exactly, and then reach out to your sponsor. So there's one final step. After you mail these, you'll receive tracking numbers for every single one of these. Very important. You want to receive the tracking numbers and then send those tracking numbers to your sponsor. Email them, Facebook message them, whatever you got to do. Send the tracking numbers for all 3 packages to your sponsor so that they can track along with you and get you guys the bonuses for joining. Talk to you guys soon. See you guys on the inside.